Today, 3 signs your twin flame is thinking about you, and you are gonna love this shit. Check this out. I'm gonna tell you how you can actually cause the signs, and then I'm gonna tell you what the signs are. And I ain't joking. My twin flame is permanently in my life, and I'm the world's leading twin flame coach. I've coached over 4,000 students, and I've helped people do this again and again and again. And every time I do it, it's like a little science experiment because I can give them exact instructions what to do, and it works every time. It's repeatable. Now, why does this work so reliably? It's because you are your twin flame. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that twin flames are the same soul. If it is true that you and this person are the same soul, then you have all the power in the world to get them to start talking to you again, even if they have you blocked. You have all the power in the world to get them to start thinking about you again, even if they told you to F off or whatever. They will do an about face so quick, and I am not even joking. This is not too good to be true. Guys, before I get into the signs, I just want to do a quick setup so that you understand why this works. This is really important. It's technology, guys. For our whole lives, we've been told again and again that there's no such thing as ghosts, there's no such thing as telepathy, you don't have a soul, nobody knows what happens to you when you die. When you die, and that's it. All that stuff is fake, you're crazy if you believe that stuff, and I'm pretty sure every single one of you watching is looking at twin flame information on the internet, and it's not because you don't think those things are real. So what's really going on here? Well, for hundreds, if not longer, of years, we've been told again and again, especially in Western civilization, that none of those things exist. Why? I don't know. Maybe there was no proof. Maybe there was an agenda. Somebody had an agenda, or it's just a cultural myth. It could be something as innocent as it's just a cultural myth, but whatever it is, guys. The fact is, those things are real, and yes, you are a soul. And I'm going to make it easy for you. Watch this. Okay, so everybody knows that you are mind, body, spirit, right? Okay, so the body, we're pretty clear about what that is. The mind is thoughts and emotion, and it's also metaphysical energy. If you're having any kind of kundalini activity, surges of energy pulsating through your body, now you know what that is. That's the mind. Thoughts, emotions, and metaphysical energy. Now, what is the soul? Which, remember, you and your twin flame are the same soul, right? It's consciousness. So there's thoughts and feelings going on, and you notice the thoughts and feelings going on. Oh, why did I think that? Why am I feeling this way? You notice that there are thoughts and feelings going on, but did you ever notice that you are the noticer? There is consciousness. You're not just a robot. You're not just programming. That's the mind. And the mind isn't bad. That's what it's for. It's for thoughts. It's for thinking, right? And it works on a system of duality. I like it, I don't like it. Past, future. I feel good, I feel bad. Right? I feel good, I feel bad. Love, fear. Right, wrong, past, future, ones and zeros, on and off, like a computer. But you are the consciousness. You have a mind. I'm not just rambling. This is important, guys. If you want to get this, what this video is about today. You have a mind. You are the soul. Think of it like an astronaut who wears a spacesuit. You have a spacesuit, but you are the astronaut. You are wielding the mind. And the mind is a very useful tool if you know how to use it. The problem with humans is that for all time, we have believed that we are our mind. We derive our very sense of self from the personality. That's who I am. I'm this personality. This is what I do for a living, for work, for my job, whatever. I'm a mom, I'm a brother, I'm a teacher, I'm a doctor, I'm a cook. I'm this person's best friend. I've been to all these places. I've done all these things. I have all this knowledge, whatever, right? And that's what we have believed the self is. That's who I am. What is me? What is the self? And we've always believed it's this personality. Guys, it's not. The self is the consciousness. You are the noticer. You are the observer. You are the witness of thinking and feeling and metaphysical energy. You are there witnessing it. The mind is just what you have. And that's why your three-part triune being technology system is malfunctioning. It's technology. It's not magic, guys. And I can prove that it's technology by giving you instructions today on how to get your twin flame to start thinking about you and the signs that you're going to start seeing when they do. Why does it work? Because it's technology. Okay, it's not magic. If I take this cell phone with me on a time machine 200 years back in time, and I'm showing it around, I'm recording this video on a cell phone, right? Even if I'm not getting cell phone reception, it doesn't matter. I could be showing videos or pictures or whatever on my cell phone to the people back then, 200 or so years ago, right? So I'm walking through this village and I'm showing everybody my cell phone and they're like, whoa, that's fucking magic. How does that work? Wow. I don't know, it's just fucking magic, dude. And some of them might even accuse me of being a witch, right? Now, I'm walking through this village. These people are saying these things. They're telling me it's magic. They're telling me I'm a witch or something. And then I run into none other than old Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin was a scientist. He's going to look at the cell phone and he's going to go, wait a minute. That's really cool. And I can understand why everybody here is saying that it's some kind of magic, but it's not. It's just futuristic technology that we don't understand yet. How does it work? Magic is just science undiscovered, guys. I'm not rambling. You need to understand this if you want to get your twin flame thinking about you again. These are the core teachings. You need to deprogram yourself from the cultural myth that we addressed a few minutes ago about how these things don't exist. This is now the age of Aquarius. This is the age of reason and explanation. We're explaining these things. And if you guys, anybody watching that knows even a little bit about quantum physics, you would understand where I'm coming from with this. Because even a physicists, scientists have actually had philosophical conversations about how to go about understanding quantum physics. And what they say is, it's like you have to get out of your mind. Because the mind is linear, it's duality. The mind is not actually capable of understanding some of these deeper concepts that quantum physics is starting to explain. So we actually, what the scientists are saying to themselves is, it's like we have to get out of the linearity of the mind and be out of our mind, just like in traditional Zen spiritualism. What are they always telling us? Get out of your mind, right? Look at this from a higher perspective of awareness. And that's kind of what scientists say when they're having a conversation about how to understand quantum physics. You have to get out of your mind. You have to get out of the linearity of the mind to understand this stuff. This is stuff that conventional scientists are saying. And here's another thing that conventional scientists are saying. Neil deGrasse Tyson, perfect example. He's an atheist astrophysicist. And it's fine that he's an atheist, but the reason I'm including that description is so that you understand who he is and how impactful what he said was. What he said was, it seems likely, his words, it seems very likely that we are living in a simulation universe. His words. And he doesn't believe in magic. He's an atheist. He's a scientist. He looks at something that he doesn't understand and he says, look, I know that this thing is going on. Okay, I just don't understand why this thing is going on. But I'm not going to say it's magic. I'm going to create a hypothesis and test it to try to figure out why this thing works the way it does. And I also understand that I have to get out of the limitations of the mind sometimes to kind of understand it's non-linear how our universe functions. Guys, this is where it's at. And this is where the general spiritual community is going. You really need to understand this. This is really important. If you want to manifest a text message or a love letter or run into your twin flame, get them to start thinking about you again, get them to unblock you, get them to start talking to you again. You want to know what they're thinking about you? You want to see signs that they're thinking about you? You create them. This is a participatory universe, and it's not magic, dude. You are technology. You are consciousness. Consciousness is not thought. Consciousness is something that you experience. Now that we've reached 11:11 in this recording, let's get on to the signs and how to generate them. And the signs can be a lot of things. It could be seeing numbers. It could be seeing their name around. Another definite thing is seeing them around. How about that one? This happens to my students all the time, and it doesn't even matter if they live far away. They'll have some reason to go visit your town on business or something. It happens all the time. It's not magic. It's technology, guys. Neil deGrasse Tyson, we live in a simulation universe. That's the way the universe functions, guys, and physicists know that. And now you do too. How do I manifest those things for my twin flame? It's very simple. Your body, mind, soul, you and your twin flame are the same soul. The mind, as I've described, is duality. It's opposites. It's polarization, right? Positive, negative. Now, the way this works with your twin flame is you are, I suppose what you could say, a positive kind of polarized energy. Your energy moves out, okay? And it doesn't matter if you've ever pulled away or ran away. We're not talking about physical things, although it's usually that you chase, you pursue. But you can pull back, and we're going to talk about that. But here's the thing. You're the positive polarity if you're watching this video. Okay, your energy moves out. It's energy, not action, right? Energy just usually tends to create action. And I'm going to tell you how to work with that energy in this video so that you can start seeing some fucking signs. You can get your twin flame to start thinking about you again. You can get your twin flame to start writing you love letters, unblocking you. Now, your twin flame is a negative polarity. They retract, they withdraw. Again, this is at the level of the mind. The body and the mind are duality. The soul is non-duality. We'll get to that in a minute. So the first thing you need to do is you need to shut down this tug of war at the level of the mind, the back and forth with your twin, right? You're the positive, so your energy pursues them. It pushes on to them. It goes to them. You're always thinking about them. And anybody that's been on this journey for a while, you can vouch that every time you've ever said to yourself, okay, fuck it, I'm just going to let this person go and I'm going to move on. And you really do. You really have this energetic experience, this feeling of being done and of moving on, and you delete all their text messages. I know a lot of you watching have gone through that. What ends up happening? Almost instantly, they start talking to you again and they want to be your friend again. And they start making apologies and shit. Leave your comments in the comments section below if that's ever happened to you, because I know there's a whole bunch of you watching where that's happened. Happens to my students all the time. Now, why does that happen? Because you shut down the duality polarized energy at the level of the mind between your twin. You stopped thinking about them, talking about them. You stopped looking at old text messages. You deleted a bunch of stuff. You stopped focusing on them mentally, emotionally, and metaphysically. We're going to get to the soul in a second. But first, we got to talk about the mind. You got to shut down that duality back and forth energy. The harder you push, the harder they pull away. You're positive, they are negative. And it doesn't matter what labels we use. If you want to pick hairs with me over, well, Kurt, really, we would be negative and they would be positive and blah, 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 you need to get the fuck out of your head right now. Okay? These are just labels. I'm talking about the thing that's going on with the energy, not the fucking label we're using. Your energy moves out. Their energy pulls back at the level of the mind. It's duality. That's its job. The mind isn't defective for doing that, but that is the way it works, guys. And the one thing that isn't going to help you with your twin flame is the mind. It's not going to help you because this person is your soul, not really your mind. Okay? Your twin flame is nothing more than another incarnation of your soul. That's all this is. That's all this is. Everybody adds all this romanticized stuff to it. They attach all these conditions and expectations and labels and outcomes. Guys, that's all mental stuff. And again, I'm not saying that's bad, but that's what that is. So you got to ask yourself, what do I want? Do I want this person to keep running from me? Should I keep listening to these mental projections? It's programming, guys. It's not your fault, but it's mental conditioning about what a relationship is supposed to look like or whatever. Just try this out, guys. Just try it out. Just try out what I'm asking you to do. Stop thinking, feeling, and projecting metaphysically onto this person. Detox. Get rid of all their stuff. Get rid of all their text messages. Shut down all the giving them your mental, emotional, and metaphysical energy. Don't send them healing energy. Don't say prayers for them. Don't pay any mental or emotional attention to them at all. Shut that all down. I dare you to do it. I fucking dare you. I fucking dare you. It works, guys. It works. And it works instantly. Okay? Your mind is saying, I have to do something about this other person. But this isn't a journey of the mind, and that's the way the mind works. The mind thinks it's another person. It's not. Okay? It's not. They are you. Remember, we talked about this. What is the self? What is that? It's consciousness. It's the soul. That's who you are. It's not thought. Consciousness is not thought. The mind is thought. That's its job. But the mind can't help you with your soul. And you don't need to use the mind to do this. So just shut all that stuff down. Take all their stuff and put it in a box and tape it up a whole bunch and give it to a friend and tell them, I don't want to hear about this box for 2 years, a long time. I don't want to hear about this box at all. And don't talk to me about this person anymore. And spend a couple weeks shutting down all this stuff. Now, here's what you do to assist yourself with shutting down the mental stuff with your twin flame. So we just talked about step 1, which is the detox, shutting down the mental and emotional duality energy, which is causing them to run away. So that's step 1. You got to shut all that stuff down. Now, step 2, you got to go within. And it's not that you're focusing on yourself or on your consciousness. It's that you're focusing in yourself, in your consciousness. Okay, the mind is externalized, so it is capable of looking at something that is even itself from another view of itself. Okay, the mind can do that. It can compartmentalize. It can attack itself. It can have a conversation with itself, but you can't. You, the soul, you are just the observer. You are just awareness, and that's all. Get really good at meditation. Read The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle and meditate, meditate, meditate. Read The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle and meditate, meditate, meditate. Get out of your mind. There's a movie you can watch on YouTube. It's free. It's called Samadhi, S-A-M-A-D-H-I. Samadhi, S-A-M-A-D-H-I. There's 3 parts. Just watch part 1 for now. It's only an hour. It's free. It's on YouTube. Watch it today. Start reading The Power of Now. Learn to meditate. You can also read Wherever You Go, There You Are by Jon Kabat-Zinn. Wherever you go, there you are by Jon Kabat-Zinn. Start meditating. Make a lifestyle out of meditation. Make a lifestyle out of Zen. Start having these deep spiritual experiences. Okay? You're going to start getting blown up with numbers. This could take a couple of weeks. Number one, you got to detox. Shut down the polarized, duality-based energy between you and your twin. You are polarized at the level of the mind. You got to shut that down, and you got to focus in the self, which is consciousness. That's step 2. And there's not much of a description for you for step number 2 because it's the simplest part. The mind is what's going to terrorize you and try to pull you out and pull you in all these different angles and directions. And you just have to sit there being the observer of it. Don't judge. Look at everything that happened with you and your twin as nothing more than a bunch of events. It's the mind that judges those events to be good or bad. It's the mind that judges what the person did or didn't do to be bad or good. And don't judge the mind either. Any thought processes you're having about the person or about the thoughts themselves, those are all events as well. Even what the mind is doing is a series of events. You look at the mind like it's just a tree. There's wind blowing through the leaves of the tree. That's it. Spend a few weeks doing that, guys. Start today. Don't wait. 2 steps, detox and ascend. That's the core of my coaching program, by the way. Over 4,000 students, guys. This is the true spiritual journey. You met the other half of your soul. It's another incarnation of your soul. That's all it is. Take off all the romanticized stuff. Go in here. Be in yourself. That's where your focus is. And that's when your twin flame starts showing up. That's when you start seeing signs, love letters, text messages. They'll unblock you. They'll start talking to you again. It's not magic. It's technology, guys. You are your twin. You are the same soul. And that's it. I hope you found this video helpful, informative, and useful. Please hit like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time for another video. Bye.